Hello, good morning. Today we are going to look at how to use PowerPoint to design a program, Visual Basic program for multiplication table. So let's open PowerPoint. You choose blank. Okay, so when you open your PowerPoint, for this you have to delete this text boxes. So you click on it and click delete. Then you click on this and delete it. So you'll be using the developer tab in PowerPoint. So if you don't have it, click on the file menu. So at the backstage, select options. So then you choose customize ribbon. You click on it. Then you come here under customize ribbon where you have the main tab. You scroll down. You go down. If you don't have it, you see that the developer tab will not be checked. So make sure you check it. You select and click on OK. So when you come, you see the developer tab here. It will be among one of the tabs. So you click on it. So here you'll be using the buttons and the control button. So these are the control buttons. So if you put the mouse pointer on any of the control button, the name will come. So the first one, this is label. This is a text box. So this is span button. This command button. Then this is combo text box. This is list box, so you can learn about them, but for this you'll be using this one label. So you click on it, then you drag it and draw it here. Then you enable the ActiveX. So this is the label. So if you want to work on this label, you put the mouse pointer on it, right click and select property sheet. So when you select the property sheet, the property for this label will be here. So here you want to change the caption. So by default it's called label 1. So you click on where they have written label 1 and you delete it and type multipli- multiplication multiplication table. Then press enter. You see that it will be here, but it is difficult for you to read, so you have to increase the font size. So you come here where they have written font, then you click on the area here, then you click on this small three dots. So then the font style, maybe you can choose black, and the font size can pick maybe 36. So this is, you will decide the size that you want, then you click on OK. So you see that you have the multiplication timetable. So you can drag it and put it here. If you want to change the background color, so we have background color here, you can click here and choose any one that you want. So you background color, then you select. So this is we have picked this label. So then let's pick this list box. So you click on it and come here and drag it So this is the list box. Then you let's also increase the font size. So you click here and choose maybe 20. Make it black. Then okay. Then let's pick a text box. So you, you pick a text box and draw it. Then let's increase the font size of the text. So and the font where they have written area. So you click here and choose maybe black. Then 18. Then you click on OK. So this text box will allow the user to enter the number. This list box, this is where the answer will appear. Then let's pick the command button. So you pick this command button, then come and draw it here. Then you come here under properties where you have caption, command button 1. Then you clean it and type times table. Then you change the font size to maybe black 22. Okay. No, let's go back. So we want to reduce the size. So let's pick another command button. So click on it and draw it. You rename this one as reset. Then you increase the font. Okay. So we have this label, multiplication table. This one is, we pick what? We pick list box. This is where our answers will be displayed. This is a text box. This is where the user will enter the number. Times table. This is a button. This is where the user will click so that it will trigger the action. This is also a command button named reset, so that the user will click this one to also trigger an action. So if you are done, then you want to program it. So you double click on the times table. This command button named times table. You double click on it. So it will open this Visual Basic interface. Then where you see command button 1, you see arrow here, select it and pick the general. When you pick the general, you see that the cursor will be at the top. Then you declare the variable because it is Visual Basic program. In Visual Basic, if you want to declare variable, you start with the word dim. Capital DIM, then for dimension, then the variable name. So maybe the variable name you want to enter number. So then as, and the data type is integer. So dim number as integer. You do it at where they have written general. When you are done, then you come and click inside where they have written private sub command button 1 underscore creek. So inside here, then you come and type. We are using for loop for this program. So you type for space the variable name number assigned to. So the timetable, we are starting from 1 to 12. So the multiplication timetable, we are starting from 1 and we are ending at 12. So when you are done, then you type list where the answer will appear. So list box 1 dot, then you select this one, add item. So the list box that we place on the interface. So list box 1 dot item. Then you open your bracket. Then you type the variable name. So number space. Then you bring your ampersand, the symbol on top of 7 on your keyboard. So ampersand space, then you bring your double quote space multiplication space double quote, then space, then you bring your ampersand again, then space, then you type text box 1 dot text, then space, you bring your ampersand space, then double quote space equal to space double quote space, then the ampersand again space, then the variable name number space, then times text box 1 dot text, then you close. So watch the coding again. So you start with list box 1 dot, the add item will come by default. Then you open your bracket, then you enter the variable name which you have already declared. So number, you bring your ampersand, then space, then the multiplication sign should be inside the double quote, but you make sure you leave spaces, then ampersand, then tables 1 dot text. So then ampersand, then you bring the equal to sign should be inside the double quote, but make sure you leave spaces, then ampersand, then the number the user will enter times text box 1 dot text, then you close it. When you are done, then you type next, then number, then you press enter. So this is a for loop. You are starting here, then next number. Okay, so this is the code. So you can take your time and study it. When you are done, you click on this view PowerPoint. So it will bring you to the interface. Then you come down here and click on the slideshow. So you see that this is your design multiplication table. So you want to do 2 times. So you type your number 2, Then you click on times table. You see that it will bring you two times table here. If you want to create it, you have to click on this reset. But when you click, obviously you haven't programmed it yet. So you go back, then you double click on this reset. So you double click on it, you see that the reset is command button 2. So you make sure you come in. By default, you see that the cursor will be there. So you come in, type list box 1 dot. So then you select create. So list box 1 dot create. So if you want to create whatever is in the list box, this is the command or the code that we use to create whatever is in list box 1 dot. So then if you want to create what is in the text box 1, so here you can copy text box 1 here, control press C, and come and paste it here. So you see text box 1 dot text. So if you want to create what is inside, then say assign to, then double quote space, double quote. So this, you type this code inside the command button 2, where we have renamed it as what? Reset. So we are saying that you type list box 1 dot create, then you type text box 1 dot text equal to, then double quote space, double quote. So when you are done, then you click on this. You click on this. Then you run your program again. You click on slideshow. So now when you click on reset, everything will be created. So if a user want to type 4 times, so you enter 4 and click on times table. You see that the multiplication timetable for 4 will appear. Then the user can click on reset, it will clean it, and the person can enter what number he want. Then 8, click on timetable, then it will come. So you end here. This is how to use a PowerPoint to design multiplication timetable. Thank you very much for your time.